Cranks, join us. Okay, I'm going to messages and see Q&A. So blessings, here we go. Greetings of Archangel Michael, blessings. So in the month of May, but we see in the month of June a soul transformation for many, basically more of an awakening of for those that of course are on that path. Many are not on that path. Just see the energy is going to fluctuate. So also that means timelines start erupting, meaning like events are occurring. So May is kind of like a transition into that phase. So we're just going. So it's not. Yeah, we can't always reveal everything, but just say keep your eyes open for June. Now May, yes, has of course something happens every month, but your June seems to be. Normally we don't mention world events. So it's not that that's going to be a negative event, but just basically a eye opener, you can say, for some. So doesn't mean the world's going to awaken to all of this, no. But just it's a hot month, I can say. So blessings. Greetings to you. We are the Atlanteans. Blessings. This is just for a short message. We came through here your last session, but yes, many are putting the pieces together of our existence. You can say that some are calling us to reach out again, at least for a short connection, at least to show that we are still around. We're also very much connected to your sun and also parallel realities. So some of you might see that we're still connected to your reality in some form. Just little hints of us, of course, has connected to different cults around the world, of course, but also very connected to JFK, to give you a hint. And you can see what he caused under timeline ripple effect. So it kind of it's like a night, maybe not your normal type of night, but your unofficial night to open the eyes of others, you can say. So, blessings. Brings to you where the energies of Jupiter, blessings, the planet Jupiter, not one of your gods. They're basically here to bring you a new frequency of also manifestation, but also clarity of little details of your incarnation. We can't go into all details because that would kind of ruin the point of even being here. A sense of mystery is always important. You come here with your own mysteries, of course. And some of you obviously it kind of gets overwhelming sometimes when you want to know more, but it depends if you absolutely need to know. Some of your secrets will be revealed if it's absolutely necessary, if it's beneficial. And of course, some just create some kind of version of a answer to their mystery of their incarnation just to make themselves feel better. But basically, the idea is to when many are looking for their incarnation self-fulfillment, but also it's like, are they impacting the lives of others in a positive way, whatever it might be? And also closure. You feel like they don't have to have continuous incarnations here, because many do feel like they've been here over and over again. But realize many of you gained all this knowledge, you're going to help others into their lifetimes. So you're not over. It's never over yet. because some of you might just become spirit guides or angelic energies or whatever it might be. So I'll also have you answer questions whenever you're reading. Blessings.
No, blessings. Greetings, Jupiter.
Blessings.
Thank you for coming in. Very cool.
Yes, greetings.
And greetings. Up first this evening, we've got Haria. She's going to read Daria's questions first.
Greetings, Jupiter.
Yes, blessings.
Thank you for being here. My first question for Daria, she asks, do you have any messages for me?
There seems like there's some mysteries that she's still here to solve, but meaning that really it's about, as she knows, companionship, connecting with others. So she just hasn't made the right connections. She hasn't always put out the right intentions to connect to the right people. She does to a certain level, but she's not always putting out the right intention to. I mean, sometimes it's a good idea to connect to people that aren't have the best intentions or kind of screwballish. There's a reason for that. I'm not going to go into details of that, but it's basically been more clear of what she wants because she's not always clear of that. Let's put it that way. Blessings.
Okay, and for the second question, she says, and do you have any direct message from your collective?
Just continue to focus on the future. I feel like she's focusing on the past too much. It seems like there's some aspect of her that's looking maybe too deep or things that don't matter anymore, and just time to heal those wounds and move forward. And she's done that to a certain level, but so blessings.
Okay, and for my questions, I was just wondering if you have any general message for me.
You do have a lot of cat frequency, and you come from feline societies. You're basically a cat person, from what I can see. And it helps you enhance your way of life being here in this world, broaden your point of view. You might not always see that, but on a galactic level, normally you wouldn't come to a world like this. But yeah, it's like going to a bad side of town.
Okay.
It's kind of like living in a hotel. There's a lot of disruptions in the neighborhood. So, but you know, it was curiosity. It's more to it than that. But it's like somebody has to do it. If you're doing it for your collective, your family collective, you can say it's we'll never reincarnate here.
Yeah, of course. Okay, do you have any message for my love life? I met a guy now the other weekend. I liked him a lot, but I was just wondering if something is going to happen further with him or not.
It's all about companionship, but it doesn't mean our chemistry levels. And it can, I mean, you can just keep put out I mean, it feels like there's someone probably that's better for you from what we see, but it's good to explore this one. But you know, if it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't go anywhere. But I feel like there's another energy out there that's more suited for you, though.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Blessings.
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 Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Silverclaw.
Hello, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
My first question is, will my first mushroom container grow mushrooms at this point? Because I removed green mold from it twice now. What could I do?
Just continue what you're doing. Yeah, it's not really saying what else you can do. Just keep doing what you're doing. There's no real solution. You can try other substances to try to clear it, but it's not clear.
Just let it be itself, kind of thing.
Yes.
It seems like doing a lot of these incubations is the best idea.
Yeah,
they have a mind of their own.
Yes. Yeah. Just a little bit stubborn, but it's okay.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so my second question is any messages for me at this time?
Just focus on your manifestation, but also I just feel like you do connect to your higher self. You might not always, of course you do, but you're not always aware of it. But maybe every now and then you might consciously connect to it to help you make decisions. And of course, you're in a better place right now. I feel like you'll become more connected to your spirit energies, is what I see. So that's this.
Very exciting. Thank you.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got Michael.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Yes, this energy with my father, it's so bad to where one of us has got to go. And anything that you can tell me with this, I've got a big psychic attack trying to help some ladies on another platform, and I got hit real hard with a psychic attack, and I knew that's what it was. Any info?
Well, I mean, it's just what you're. I mean, it's not just him. I mean, if it wasn't him, it would be somebody else doing it. It just has to do with the work that you're doing. It just comes with the territory.
Okay.
So, but obviously, he's not giving up without a fight. But yeah, it's just to up your defenses and become more. It's just part of the program. You know, you're here to help others, and then there's entity. It just you become more aware. But that just shows that those people are there to assist. You know how the darker realms don't want them to be helped. So, I mean, are basically a spiritual warrior. Look at it that way. So that's a good thing.
Okay, and my second question is, I'd like to know, because my dog and one of my cats, Lyra, are like, I mean, they play forever and forever and forever. They have got to be connected in a lot of past lives. Anything that you have for that?
Well, it seems like they're more connected now. I mean, yeah, they've connected in the past. They're just getting more to know each other, so they've basically adopted each other. So as brother and sisters now. So they weren't sure about it before, and they've had some connections in the past, but I believe this is probably one of their strongest connections, actually. This seems to be, I mean, they've connected here and there, but I don't think it's been anything like this before. So this is good.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Bless you.
And very nice. Up next, we've got Mary.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
I want to ask a question about my exit points. Do I have one more exit point? I heard that. I just wondered.
Oh, well, you're not going to leave until you're absolutely done here. I feel like you have 3 of them.
Okay.
But you're not going to leave until you're. I mean, you might see one. You might, you might get close to one, but you feel like they're not going to let you out of here yet. So, but yeah, you got to get rid of the other one first.
Uh-huh.
Another one is
Oh.
he's kicking and screaming. He's not very, he's fighting, but you just remember you're more powerful than him.
Yes.
And
Yes.
call him out for what he is.
Yeah.
See him as evil. That's good.
Yeah.
They don't like that when you tell them that.
Yeah. And I told him yesterday.
No, it's good. Yeah, they hate that. They don't like being exposed.
Yeah. He got really quiet.
Yeah, see, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's their weakness. So they want to come off as friendly. I mean, obviously they're not doing that for you, but when you say it, tell them from what they really are.
Mm-hmm.
It's really just, yeah.
This is bad. Bad.
Well, remember to call him out for what he is, because that's his kryptonite.
Thank you. I have one other quick statement question. Someone had talked to me. It's been a while back, a good while back, and but I wanted to know about Athena. I've been told that I'm connected with her, a strong connection with her in a way. Could you give me any information about Athena? And there was something about the golden being. She's some kind of golden being.
Well, you've known her in previous lifetimes. It feels like she's like you could say a spirit guide to a certain level, like a mentor here in this life. And you're going through a great deal, and she has too in previous lives. So, yeah, you can say you become closer more in this reality. just giving you the strength. But it's good to connect to your higher self for your strength, and we can always ask her for assistance, especially what you're going through. But whatever you choose. But yes, there is. It does like it goes back to like Andromeda. So, because we've been in, from what looks like you've been through this kind of a situation before, actually. It's been very similar, actually, from what she says.
Wow.
So yeah, visualize like a golden sword, golden armor. Just visualize her. Yeah, just remember the warrior inside of yourself, which you definitely know about. So,
The golden city that
Yes.
I go to too is
Yes.
golden. Well, blessings. Thank you so much.
blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got Crystal.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Any messages for me, please?
Just see the Christ consciousness you're connected to. So basically, you have a way of forgiving others, you can say. But also, you feel like you're getting stronger, yes, in your abilities to sense who to be around, who not to be around. You say your marriage was kind of a, that used to be a strong, good connection, but obviously you turned to another frequency. So you think you've learned your lesson from that one, I can say. So.
I wanted to see if do you see me like leaving the house where I'm at, or do you see me staying here?
Yes, you will leave eventually. Yes, when the time's right.
When the time's right?
Yeah, it's good to think about what else you want to do. Yeah, just like you need a new environment, you need to do everything. It seems.
Okay.
So definitely, unless you want to absolutely stay there, it's entirely up to you. But if you want to leave, it's good to put that out there to the universe.
Okay, so I don't have to, but if I want to, I can.
Exactly. Yeah, if you're fine, that's fine. You can be there as long as you want. But if you feel like there will be a time like a couple of years from now, yeah, that's completely fine. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got Heather. Or Heather may have stepped out. So we'll move on for now to Yule.
Greetings.
Yes.
My first question is, well, this week it's been challenging because I started working in this new place, and it's a lot of people, well, few people that have come to me to talk about God and all this, preaching and stuff. And I just feel very conflicted with my relationship with God right now because, since long before I found out, in my awakening and my own experience, I also feel like it's like a dark side of that, especially with my daughter's death. A lot of people keep telling me, oh, what God wills and all this stuff. And right now I just feel very conflicted, like it's really annoying me. I don't know if you have any advice or anything that you see in my energy, or why do I feel this way? It's just very intense.
Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, it's up to you how you. You can. Yeah, continue with your belief systems, and you can revoke their belief systems so it doesn't interfere with you. So it's just they're preaching to you, unfortunately. So you have to know your space. You can say, know your boundaries. You can say, put up more of your boundaries.
For more of my boundaries, yes, because okay, well, that sounds good. And my next question is, what is my connection with my coworker Raul?
Is that your work or?
Yeah, it's my coworker. His name is Raul.
Brother from another mother, you can say. From another lifetime. He's also been a son in previous lifetimes. Also, I feel like you have Mexican lifetimes.
Yes, he's Mexican.
Yeah, you've had several Mexican lifetimes. Mexico City. Also, it goes back to also to an Inca connection.
Inca.
That's further back, but Central America. You've been all through Central America in your past, and he's been here and there. I can see him as your boss at one lifetime. So I don't know if he's bossy or anything like that, but he's been.
Oh, that sounds good.
So yeah,
Well,
it's like an angelic energy though. Like,
yeah, he has that energy. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much and blessings.
lessons.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Alicia.
Greetings. I'm sitting here with my mama, and I'm going to hand my first question to her, if that's okay.
If you don't
Yeah.
mind. Hi. So my question is about my insomnia. I have insomnia since childhood, and I'm 60 years old right now, and I don't remember a night that I sleep. I mean, if I sleep 2 hours, I don't even know how I function, and it nothing works. I mean, literally, I try everything, including, I meditate every night. So what is it? Why I have such a hard time with sleep?
Well, part of it, you're a night owl. That has something to do with it. It does look like it's a past life connection. There's possibly like a hypnosis. If you get hypnotherapy from a person, it has to be, and it's like it's a past life trauma. Like you could say it's like, afraid to go to sleep at night due to invaders, things like that. People that might cause harm is what we're saying from a previous lifetime. I feel like there's a German connection there. So you can say it comes from like World War II, you can say, from a past life there. But the bombs are falling and everything like that.
But
So
there is any way to...
That's too much.
that's what hypnotherapy is what we said.
Hypno, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, and since I guess maybe we're on the topic of sleeping, I've had 2 dreams recently where one, I had surgery in my dream on my knee, and then another one, they were doing surgery on my toe, one of my toes on my feet. It didn't feel like any alien abduction type of thing, but I've never really experienced it. Was that like a past life memory, or is something going? Am I getting implants in my toes, or what's going on?
No, it just feels like it's and it looks like there's like an Andromeda. I feel like it's a healing modality. It might be the way you're perceiving it as. Just like you were on a ship getting some kind of energy healing, and you're remembering like pieces of the timeline there. It doesn't look like it's a past. It feels like it happened recently. What we're saying.
Yeah, it's interesting because the dreams that I've been having, they seem very like it will go on, and I remember the whole procedure, and then remember waking up, and so yeah.
You're doing a lot of energy cleansing in this life, so that's it's just what's coming back to memory. So the knee shows you're making some progress, like your knee's working better, so it's your legs working better, so you are making you're getting some.
Awesome. All right, thank you. Yay, Mama's gonna be a night owl with me finally.
Yeah, just learn to love it, you can say.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Annie.
Hi, greetings.
Greetings.
I was just wondering, I'm having, my eyes are getting worse, and my glasses are just thicker, and it's harder for me to see. So I was just wondering, do you have any input on like why this is happening?
Just genetics.
Okay.
That's all. So just that's very common. Well, no, I mean, you can say your ancestors aren't used to living this long. Usually it's like, so that has something to do with it too. So you can do eye exercise, which might work, but you just have to get stronger. It just feel like your eyes need to be cleared out or some kind of, but it's just genetics.
Okay. Makes sense. Great. Thank you. And my second is, I guess, really any messages for me.
I did get like an Anunnaki connection there. It did show like you've been around the sun as an Anunnaki being, sun blasts, like out in space. So, this might be also galactically, genetically connected. You can always do a meditation on that and see what comes to mind there. It's like you can do meditation. Why are my eyes losing? And what comes to mind there? And you can do it that way. But we're seeing like an Anunnaki out in space and just explosions out in space is what we're saying. So
interesting.
So yeah.
I guess I was bad.
Doesn't not necessarily.
Okay.
But it's just that, you know, when you see sunbursts like that, it can affect your eyesight. So
That could be. I do
So
feel
that-
connected to the sun lately.
exactly, yeah. So it's worth doing sun meditations. You never know, you might be able to clear out some karma or some clearing. It doesn't mean your eyes. You never know. You might have some. You might feel like it improved a little bit.
Oh.
Something it's worth looking into.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Great. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Tristan.
Greetings, Jupiter.
Rings.
My first question is about a dream I had, where I was definitely in a lower kind of dimension. It was like here, but everything was like dark and dirty, and everything was broken. And I was walking around, and everyone's like just really depressed, and it's like, oh wow, okay, really interesting. That just like no life, like, well, I mean, no one has energy, and I was kind of wandering around. I took an elevator up, and then I, with other people, I was like somehow trying to like, not gather people, but kind of brighten things up. And then I got out of the elevator, and there was this dog two dogs, but one of them would have like half his skin kind of just off, and his muscle, like you could see his. Anyway, and he kind of was looking at me, and he was saying like, "Oh, could you please kill me?" And all I had was like this road sign from the construction, and I was like, "Oh God, okay, but okay, am I actually going to be able to do this?" And I said, "Yeah, well, obviously, okay, he wants me to." And so I picked up the sign and was going to go bash him, just like, "Oh God, I hope I do it cleanly." And then I woke up. And then I kind of slipped back into slumber, and then I had a nice bright, like angelic dog that was just shining and kind of going, just being all happy. So were those two dogs the same? And what was this? And what was going on?
No, you're going into your mother's energies.
Oh
So,
God.
You're trying to clear out her realm. This is good that you're seeing a realm like that. So many do block it out, so you're not afraid of going there. It just feels like you're clearing out some of her energy. It's helping you, it's helping her to a certain level. So you can say the dog's part of her frequency. I guess you can say she's like a lost puppy, I guess. So there's a lighter side, there's a darker side. We went to the darker side of hers, but this is a place you do go to every now and then, you can say.
Okay.
But yeah, that was pretty extreme. You're going to a darker side of her chakra, it seems.
Okay.
Because her energy is all over that.
It seems like significant, but it didn't seem dangerous. It just felt dark. Very but dark and just hopeless and like
yes,
like okay.
Does that remind you of somebody?
Oh God. I mean, I don't want. I know it's like I wanted to get better, but I don't want her to die to get better. But it's like anyway.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's all right. No, it's understood, but
fine.
There's different types of darkness, and that's
Yeah.
I mean, at least you're strong enough to go there. A lot of people aren't strong enough to even see stuff like that.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's a good. Hey, thank you, Jupiter. You're good. You're good. My second question is, of you, do you have favorite other planets as friends? Do you guys get along, all the planets?
Mars is similar to your world, kind of like the bad boy of your solar system. And you could say it's humorous at times. It's not like we're like the strongest of friends, but it's like, what are you doing this time? So it's one of those energies. But most of the planets get along with each other decently. But Mars is kind of like the punk of your. It's
and
really.
Are you the
Yeah.
Are you the kind of father or mother kind of now children kind
Yeah,
of?
it's like a mother father energy there. Yes, that's why we're there to keep the peace there. You can say it to a certain level, if it's even
Well,
possible. Your world does have
Yeah.
difficulties, but Mars is probably more intense. And as you can see how
Mars.
tough it is here, Mars is worse, actually.
Oh God.
So
Well, I'll be thankful to.
yeah, it's good at
I'll
work.
be thankful to be here for the first time. then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks so much, Jupiter.
Yes. Blessings.
Night, night. Bye.
Interesting. All right. Well, thank you for that. Up next, we've got James.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Yeah, I had a dream. This girl named Crystal, I think, really like her.
Mhm.
But when I woke up, I kind of panicked about something, and then I forgot what the dream was about. So, I was wondering, like, is there a message for her, or is she connected to Aphrodite or Venus or Jupiter?
She's connected to the Venus energy, and it just shows that you're connecting. Yes, astrally. I feel like you're doing some energy. I feel like you're doing energy cleansing for her, actually, from what I can see. You're seeing things around her that she's not aware of, astrally. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, I had a dream. I saw her in a dream once, and she had like bodyguards around her, like she was a queen or something.
Yeah, interesting enough, I think her husband currently was a bodyguard at one time, which makes it even more kind of stressful that she can't trust that energy anymore. But yeah, she used to be of kind of like a royalty in her past. Yes.
Let's see, and just wondering if the Monaco or the French Riviera in general are they connected to Jupiter or a different planet?
Monaco is, yes. There's pieces of Jupiter's frequency there for prosperity and things like that. Of positivity, just you can say world building of culture, things of that kind. Yes. Yes, blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Sarah's questions. Her first question, she says, much love to the channel being and Ivan. Dear Jupiter, I'm having stomach pains for over a week. Can you please give me a message about when this will be healed and when I can eat again? And what caused this and what I can eat? Thank you.
Well, it feels like it's a relationship energy. It feels like you're just doing a lot of, you're doing a lot of clearing. So yeah, liquids are very important. Juices is up to you if you feel comfortable with that. You might have to, it feels like you have like a bug, just a stomach bug. So you might have to take like a regular medicine for it. It can be over the counter, or you can see a doctor. It's up to you on that. You can probably find something over the counter just for, just like your regular cold medicine. I feel like it comes from anxiety, but I feel like you can find some kind of remedy for it. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Your second question. Can I have a message personally from the goddess of love? Thank you, and love also to you.
The goddess of love shows you as like a diamond energy. You can say technically you are now, but think of it, you've been the consciousness of actual jewelry in your past, and basically like luxury, beauty. I mean, it's just the idea of just beauty, and just it's not about really the wealth, it's just about the energy you're putting out for others, to protect others, to heal. So you've always been a form of healer. So that's also a connection to you to Lemurian energies. So blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got Christy.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
I wondered what Steve and I are doing on the galactic ship in Astral.
It seems like there's times when you both shapeshift into, like, you look like each other's, and you switch who's who, like you're him and he's you. It seems like you do that a lot, especially when you go to reptilian ships, and or maybe like you go undercover, we can say. So your energy isn't, that's like really extreme to do that. But you do, once you do shapeshift to reptilian beings, whatever being you choose, you go undercover a lot, it looks like.
Oh, nice.
For various reasons. Yeah.
All right. So then my second question, I just wanted to know if there are any messages for me at this time from the galactics of how I'm doing and the timeline and all of that.
It's like there's some mantis energies you're connected to. They show you that you're like, you have like a classroom of Zeta beings. You're like the younger ones are like raising them to be better, to behave.
Yeah.
Well, and of course your son is there too. He's actually a tall gray sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And he only shows up when, he doesn't really talk a lot. I mean, telepathically, he's not really one to talk a lot at all, actually. You can say this incarnation got him to speak more. Usually just say some words and then just walk and leave. So he definitely has some commander energy there.
Oh yeah.
So he just does energy work mostly with his mind.
Right.
So he's actually a being of very few words, actually. So from what I could see, so
yeah,
being here is a big deal too. Kind of a little bit, kind of force him to speak.
yeah. So then in the teaching class, then I'm teaching the Zetas and he's assisting me. That's the message.
Well, he comes in, he pops in every once in a while. Especially when they're not behaving well.
Yeah, to make him straighten up.
Yeah, they all quiet up when he shows up.
He's like the principal.
Yeah, he's like, he just has to appear there, and they just say, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Next, we got Ryan.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Yes, hi. I've been thinking about writing a book this summer about channel reading. It'll be channeling from two of my past lives, my Anunnaki past lives of Gilgamesh and Nimrod. Do you think that'll be a good idea for me to do? Since a lot of people know about those beings, there'll be something good for me to monetize.
Oh, it'd be great. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was like think about that. I think that'll be a good idea.
Yes, any detail,
from their perspective, not just negative stuff. Obviously, they do a lot of that.
But the details are really important, it seems.
Right.
So whatever, that would be an excellent idea for sure.
Okay. And do you have any messages for me in terms of my spiritual development, of what's going on with the beings in my consciousness? Obviously, I'm in a battle right now with all these other Anunnaki.
Well, it seems like this book will help you quiet down a lot of the pain you're going through.
Okay.
So it'll help you. It's a cleansing. So it's really confronting, their energy. So
and my energies, my past lives.
Yeah, it's really there's probably going to be other books in the future, but definitely focus on this. I just feel like you would continue this, and it will help others for sure.
Okay.
So
awesome.
This is So,
thank you so much. Blessings.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, very cool. Find a creative way to release that pain. All right. Up next we have Dragon.
Hello, how you doing, Jupiter?
Yes, greetings.
Last night I had a dream where I was a sort of Russian dissenter, not really like a rebel, but a dissenter, and I got captured and then escaped. And then I was like, kind of moving around with a couple other people that escaped them. But it was like a futuristic Russia. Like the buildings had light inside, had like high tech lights everywhere, aliens, and just aliens, not just people walking around. Weird, like different elevator technology and stuff like that. Can you talk a little bit about what I was up to?
Well, it kind of looks like you're a spy. So you escaped that, but Yeah, that would feel like a spy of some means. They're not going into details. Yes, it's like a parallel reality for sure. But also, it feels like you have a connection during the time of like Stalin, like you're a part of that, like a slave labor camp at one time, like a scientist during World War II. So that's in the past, though. But the future one, it feels like you're breaking free. Yeah, and this timeline is helping you break free from that prison. So, because your lives are working together, you can say.
Cool. Yeah, at the end, one of the people I was with made an announcement and then was gonna do something really heinous, and I kind of distanced myself from that. But that's kind of when it came to an end.
Yeah, it was like a bomb.
Yep.
Set up.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my second question: when the universe sort of, we believe there was a big bang, but then there's scientists that think it may just have been a local expansion. Sort of like different areas of space just go through rapid expansion periods. And I'm wondering, like, was it something more like that, where just a region of space went through a very rapid expansion, and then part of that in the early universe, were beings able to travel between galaxies and worlds much easier because they were closer together, or in the earlier part of our universe?
Well, they can still travel it depends on the being that can travel throughout universes. But this universe, this world was, like clusters came together. Portals open up. It just basically is, just kind of like think of like a star died and then came back to normal, or came back to life, you can say. It's it's like the universe created this world, basically. Whether it means possible, because it needed it. So it actually balances this universe, actually. So
Yeah, I guess what I mean is, like, when things were much more compressed together, were beings traveling between different galaxies and stuff a lot more often than they are now.
Well, it all depends on what reality you're connected to. So like, there's still realities where they're traveling in your dimension. Yeah, it's a little bit harder. Even in the fourth dimension, it's a little bit harder. Yeah. Yes.
Got it. All right. Thanks a lot.
Okay, blessings. And thank you again, Jupiter, for coming in.
Yes.
Up last this evening is me. And thank you to Archangel Michael and the Atlanteans as well, because it's interesting how the Atlanteans came in, are back this week for a message, because my first question has to do with what happened after the webinar last week. I felt like a surge of energy right after, and it had me reacting kind of anxious, like I was excited and unsure of what I was feeling. I noticed that I got kind of down on myself for not really knowing how to process these feelings, which did cool down the energies. But after watching the replay of the webinar, I realized I didn't really need to be overly self-critical or sabotage the momentum of energy I was feeling. Do you or my higher self have any advice on allowing in new experiences without getting in my own way for like fully experiencing them?
Well, yeah, because it does make you overanalyze.
Right.
What's going through, instead of just to put your intention to go with the flow. But yeah, when that happens, it's like the river rapids. The energies are increasing, and you're just not used to it, and you're getting more. Yeah, it's because it comes out of nowhere. So it's not like you see it coming and you prepare for it. So when it comes out of nowhere, it kind of shakes you out. It just makes you feel like you're at another almost dimension, or you're not sure what's going on. So you're actually, it's like you're protecting yourself too, because you're not sure what's going on.
All I can do is just like stand my ground when that happens,
Yes, correct. And just go with the flow. Just put the energy out what you feel. It's it does kind of mess with your mind a little bit from what I can see, because it's not something that you're used to. You feel like every time it happens, it's always different.
Yeah, this might got a negative connotation behind it, but in this time it felt positive. Like after the fact, once I got to really break it down on what I was feeling. But in the moment, it felt weird and unusual, and then kind of, it got me anxious like that. So, all right, well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Like how you're saying, I kind of get into my head. Like that's about my second question is about getting distracted by my imagination. I fall into my head a lot as like a default option, and I notice I go into a zone where I'm not really present in the moment. This served a purpose at one point, saving my sanity when I was bored in school or at work. But I've relied on it so much that it happens when it would serve me better to be paying attention. Do you have any advice on bringing this old habit more in balance?
Well, to kind of cancel out your old belief systems, I would just clear it out and just. And once again, it has how going with the flow, because you are technically connected to a new energy. You're actually connected to other versions of yourself, which is a little strange. Not everybody can feel that, but it feels like you're going from one version to yourself to another, which is normal, but you're actually feeling it.
Well, I'm tapping into it through my voice acting, or so I'm consciously trying to do that.
The voice, so yeah, I feel like the voice acting, you're still getting your voice to do what you want it to do.
Right.
So it's like you're tuning it, just like you would tune like a musical instrument. So the more you do it, actually, like you say, you're doing voice classes will definitely help. It's like the more you do it with others, like if they give direction or they give you something, a script to read.
Right.
It's like when you work with others, it'll help speed the process up.
Yeah. And that's why I'm kind of signed up to this one, institution, and I'm starting classes tomorrow. Not necessarily for voice acting, but to improv to get me out of my shell and find my voice more. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that will help too. The improv. This is in front of people, correct? So
right.
Oh yeah, that'd be just have. Oh yeah, you'll have a blast with that. It'll be very strange, but.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to get out of my head and go with the flow a little bit more. So I'm gonna take that advice into my classes tomorrow.
Oh yeah. You just definitely with improv, and that's of course it's a different energy. Unless you have people giving you feedback, which I'm not sure if that's happening there, but that will help you clear out your stage fright. Not that you have
definitely.
a lot of it.
Yeah, just anxiety, nerves, and cold sweat. Yeah.
Yeah, so the stage fright will help, and you'll overcome that pretty quickly, from what I can see.
All right, very cool. All right, well, thank you again, Jupiter. Much love and blessings.
Yes, blessings to everyone, though. Blessings.